I'm Phoebe.
I'm Jackie.
And here at Maine West, we have dozens of elective opportunities,
Ranging from foreign language, CTE, fine arts, and more.
Let's take a look.
My favorite thing about this class is working hands-on. I like to fix cars or just simple oil changes. It's fun. It's nothing like other classes. It's nice to know how to like change your oil, or if you get a flat, so you know how to like switch your tire. Knowing the ins and outs of an engine would be nice too. How to align like the wheels on a car. Putting it on an alignment rack using the computer. That's probably the coolest thing I've learned how to do.
You should take robotics because it's overall a really fun class, and you learn a lot of like problem-solving tasks of how to like overcome like challenges with the coding, and also using the user interface, and you just learn more about like how to overcome a challenge instead of getting stuck, and it's really fun. I see it as like really fun. I also like coding, so it's like people who like computers, like who like building, who like getting past those kinds of challenges that are kind of like, can I take this route to overcome this challenge? Can I take this route to overcome this challenge? So it's overall like, you can just take this class and do it how you want, and you can still do good. It helps with problem solving, so you can like take it into like almost any workplace, almost any hobby, and with like learn how to overcome challenges. You kind of have that ideology of like, oh, if I do it this way, I can do it. It can help me this way. If I do it another way, it can help me this way. Which way is faster? Which way is better? Which way is easier?
You should sign up for an art class because the day gets really stressful, and it's a good way to just express yourself, and then it's a de-stressor, and it's just a way to break up the day, and you're not sitting in a class and listening to a teacher talk at you and, you know, cramming your head. I am currently working on a watercolor, and it's my first time with that medium, but I've worked in the past with clay and glass and paints.
A student should take world language class because it is one of the most applicable things that you can do. It is such a concrete skill. Sometimes students ask, oh, well, when am I ever going to be able to use this or that I'm learning? But in a world language classroom, you can always use what we're talking about. You're learning how to communicate with people all over the world. So you have concrete skills that you can take away to go places, to see things, to open up doors, to talk to new people. Always applicable. It helps you just get to know other people. It's a social subject. I mean, we're talking about teaching communication. So when you can talk to someone else, maybe even at Maine West that you wouldn't have been able to before, you can do that because you're in a world language class. We offer Spanish, German, and French. A todos los estudiantes de Maine West les recomiendo que tomen una clase de español o de francés o de alemán.
So, you know, with all of the talk about college and career readiness, I think it's really important for people to understand that music classes, much like the curriculum and the rest of the school, also address many skills that students will need when they leave their time at Maine West. So, foremost, I think the most important thing that music classes cultivate is creative thinking, thinking outside the box, encouraging students to use their imagination. Secondly, I would say the whole idea of teamwork and leadership within each ensemble. You know, the structure of our rehearsals, whether it's band, choir, or orchestra, is all about working in a group. And I think there's something to be said about that. When our students get their first job, they will likely be working in a collaborative nature, and that's a really important skill to hone. More so, whether they're doing it with their instruments or without their instruments, communication. So music in of itself is communication, but also the way the rehearsal is run is all about communication between the teacher and the students and the teacher, and students to students. I also think music cultivates an appreciation and understanding of other cultures, as well as really drives home the idea of hard work yields great results. So the average choir, band, or orchestra rehearsal, we challenge our students and we push them but at the end of the day when we do the concert, it yields great results. I think with all of the things going on in our students' lives, music provides students a great stress reliever, in their day, a great way to break it up and to get some kind of release through making music. And then finally, I think music makes our students more compassionate and more human and able to recognize beauty in everyday life. So freshman students can register not only for entry-level band, choir, and orchestra, but they also can register for Piano 1 and Guitar 1, which are piano and guitar classes, as well as digital audio and music production, which is using computers to generate electronic music, talking about creating their own beats and eventually developing their own songs and remixes.
I took it as an experience because my sister wanted to go into the child care development, and I wanted to get a feel for what she'd be doing for her life and career. Going into this, it helped me narrow down a path. Graduating next year, I know this class was very inspiring and eye-opening to me. It does help you with the future, and as a parent, just a couple guidelines for everybody. My favorite part was when we got to take babies home and we got to take care of them, and then we get to take pictures of them and you have to send it to your teacher, and it was just eye-opening experience for parenthood.
You should take fashion because you get to express your own creativity in different garments you get to make. So for fashion, we had to pick a project, and I chose like a trend project. So the trend I chose was the off the shoulder, and I created it like with my own style, unique style of doing it off the shoulder and tying it. I love this class because I met one of my two closest friends in Fashion 1, which was freshman year. So you get to like build bonds with different fashion levels.
It's like more out of your like comfort zone, and you get to learn something new that you probably will have to do in the future. I think culinary people should take it because it's fun, and like it's something that you'll have to do like sometimes in your everyday lifestyle. So I think it's a good way to learn. Culinary has helped me because I've got to learn different stuff, like different techniques, and it's a step toward my future because I want to become a chef.
You should take drama because it not only fulfills your communication arts requirement, but because you get to explore a different side of yourself that you don't necessarily get to explore any day, that you actually might be really good at. I love the creative freedom that drama gives me. I love being able to get a scene from the teacher and being able to read it with a partner and kind of choose what path we want to take it in, and just generally how we want the scene to end up, and it's a really rewarding experience.
Students should take broadcasting or advanced film because it gives them a creative outlet and a creative break during their day. Whether they want to learn how to edit film or work behind the camera or even anchor their own TV show, there is a role for every student in a broadcasting or advanced film class. In our broadcasting class, we work on everything from radio DJing to live TV production to editing short films, and in our advanced class as well, we get to edit and film projects for film competitions in the local Chicago area.
I think you should take Intro to Business because it helps you better manage your money and helps you prepare for the future and better understand what you need to know to help start your own business. Business class is actually very helpful for your future. Obviously, if you're a freshman, you're not going to think this right now that, oh, I need to know about money now. But in the future, once you start college, you need to understand which college. Obviously, there's going to be more expensive ones than others, and you need to know how to plan that out.
So you should take finance and investing because it gives you a real-world perspective of different investing strategies. It tells you a little bit more about the stock market and how it works. Also banking and how you can invest your money wisely. You should take a business class. It could help you lead to a future career.
This is a class that teaches you what engineering is like. You get to experience all the process steps of an engineer. In this class, we created many projects like a puzzle cube, a catapult, electric cars, non-electric cars, which would bring you into a field like you would do in a professional job. By taking this class, you're able to learn all the steps an engineer takes to create something. You get the designing process, where you have to create sketches and plan out for your project. And then you also learn how to dimension and do other ideas like that.